Welcome to Persona 5 Royal. Fun fact, I was actually going to be doing the normal version of this. And then I heard that Royal was coming out and I decided, well, I'm waiting. So here we are with Persona 5 Royal. Some people who have been watching this channel might remember I did Persona 1 a very long time back. Thank you for watching that if you did. And it was a game I wanted to play and had a lot of fun with it actually. And I got the Persona 5 to see how they've improved and what changes they've made, because I felt back then, and I still do, that Persona 1 was a little bit convoluted. So here I am to see, have they changed it? The answer is no, because the nature of Persona is psyche, and that's convoluted just in nature. So we're going to go with this and we're going to have a bit of fun. I do know for a fact that Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal are different in many aspects. There's the base game still there, but a number of things are different. So everything I did for my original recording of Persona 5, I'm going to have to change up on the fly. But that's okay, I didn't want this to be a blind playthrough anyway, so I'm getting into sort of familiar territory here. So basically, we're going to go with this. So just make sure everything is how I want it. Vertical inverter on. Network features on. Yeah, that's looking good. So yeah, and just to to show you, I have got 6 hours in this game. I'm likely going to be checking a few things just to make sure that they are correct, and I'm not getting into anything that is sort of over my head. That's likely to change very soon into the game. And I think I had something like 50 hours in Persona 5 before I had to stop. So yeah. Anyways, new game. Yes, I did buy all the downloadable content for Persona 5 Royal because, yeah. Trust me, there's a lot of it. There's also the Persona 5 downloadable content that I got before then. We don't get all of it, but there are a number of bits that are carried over. English or Japanese voices? I've done a lot of games with Japanese voices lately. Let's actually let's have me understand what they're talking about.
This story is a work of fiction. Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental. Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game.
Do we accept the terms and conditions? Have we read them? No, they were spoken to us, so yes, I agree.
The contract has been sealed. The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided. Those who oppose fate and desire change. From time to time, they were referred to as tricksters. You are the trickster. Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion.
He's here. Move in immediately.
Good. Now get running!
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end. What was that? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away.
So, here's our character. Straight into the action. Let's escape from the casino.
But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
I bet Skull wouldn't pull it off that quickly.
This happens because you have no sense for aesthetics.
Nobody asked you, Inari.
So we are Joker. A name that if you're familiar with a lot of things Nintendo, Nintendo Smash, one of the characters on there now, main character of Persona 5, now Persona 5 Royal, and he's appeared in a number of spin-offs and media outlets since then. Yeah. Really, we're a thief. I think that's the best word to announce it.
Just run! Get out of there! Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Looks like the rest of us can slip away. Everyone remember where we're meeting up? No worries. I can guide you all.
But thief is just one of our things. Currently, we're running interference so the others can get away. We are a group.
Stop right there! Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
And just so you know, yeah, mature filter is on because this is Persona. I'm not taking any risks on this one, but yes, first fight.
I'm not done.
Sacrificial Pyre Keeper. Yeah, let's get some damage in. Night night. Heck, you're not even going to get a turn, are you?
Let's go. You're mine.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You defeated them with ease.
Well, start of the game. I don't think we're in any trouble here.
More of them? Be careful! Joker, behind you! Go through that door!
So let's make our way out, shall we?
You should be able to get out that way. Hurry!
Dude, can you even hear us?
Don't worry, I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker! Hmm? Wait a sec. What the? I'm getting a weird reading heading your way. Come on, run!
We're not out of the woods yet. At least we're making a scene, it seems. But this game, typical JRPG, we're going to be fighting in standalone battles, we're going to have our skills, we're going to have our attacks, we're going to have our magic. But there are a few other aspects to this. And we're going to be introduced to a few of them here, but they're not going to come into play until a bit later.
The intruder simply can't be found.
Note how we're ducking down. Yeah, there's a small aspect of stealth in this game. It's not going to be playing too much of a part because of things later, but you can see how he's sort of ducking down in places where he can't be seen.
Where did you hide?
Sure, it's not great places, but NPC vision is usually pretty poor. Heck, hi guys, I'm in plain sight. More on that later.
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
So here's a little bit more of a stealth aspect. Sneaking. Again, we're not going to see a lot of this until much later in the game, but we get our first interactions with it here. Sneaking and closing distance. Luckily for us, he runs off. Where he goes, I couldn't tell you. But we've got other places to be. Security level might rise. Yeah, another thing that you need to be aware of. Ah, interesting. One of the first changes. Usually after going up the stairs, this little area is over. However, there's a little bit more, and grappling is one of our new things, I believe. I don't remember too much of it in the other one, in the original. Something now above. Is he still down there? Oh yeah, he's still down there. Height and sneaking play a very big part. And, well, let's have a final little bit of this area.
Joker, stop! It's an enemy right near you. Even you can't take on this many. Huh? Joker, that weird reading from earlier is closing in on you too.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
The enemy readings have decreased? That's...
It's been a while since we last fought side by side. But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, Senpai. Now let's win this!
Winning this is not a problem. We're basically in a no-lose situation. Heck, we don't even need to do anything. So, we're just gonna do Eagon. Oh, because here comes Vorpal Blade. And here comes the end.
That's the landing! I think that's the last of them?
And a sneak peek of a lot of things that are coming up later.
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay? Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need to book it right now.
Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief, right? Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
Joker, you need to get out of there. Go, go, go!
All right, let's do it.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that?
expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Well, we got caught.
Guess the drug was too strong.
Wake him up.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you?
Give it up!
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Considering you're doing this in front of it, and we're likely in a police or investigations or interrogation an area, it's likely you control that. So yeah, of course not.
So you're not that dumb. Which is good. Because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
Did look like we were having fun. So, difficulty setting. Safe. Heck no. I like to challenge myself with my JRPGs, especially when I'm doing these sorts of recordings. Easy? No. Merciless? Yeah, I'm not quite that silly. If this was a casual playthrough, normal would be the way to go. But because I'm recording, and I always like to, as I said, to challenge myself on a recording, we're going with hard. I went with hard on my Persona 1 playthrough, and I think it should be continued into this as well. Expert level challenge with little margin of error in battle. Back in Persona 1, there was, I think it was normal and expert. And expert increased the amount of damage the enemies could do, the amount of hit points they had. I think it also made it harder to gain them as helpers, gain their cards, and also I think increased their enemy AI a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if they've done that the same here. At least that's the way it's felt from, because I have done a little bit of normal in testings and a little bit of hard, and yeah, hard definitely is the one where I want to go to. You can change difficulty settings in the middle of the game. We can go up to merciless, we can go down to easy. Safe is the only one we cannot change once the game has started. So things may change. I doubt it though. I'm going to try and stick to hard as much as possible. So hard it is.
You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
No.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, bud. I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
You have made it perfectly clear in the amount of bruises the character that Joker has here, and how much brutality you've done just in this short amount of time, of how serious you are. We do get to put our name here. We're going to go by Joker I'm going to go by Joker as what I'm going to be saying who this is. But as a name, I'm going to keep this as tradition that I had on the Persona 1 playthrough. And Poison Dragon. Although in the Snow Queen episode I did have it Dragon Poison for some reason. Can't go back now.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
Are you Prosecutor Sai Nijima? I just got off the phone with your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown, after all. We don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand. I didn't expect it'd be you. You'll be answering my questions this time. Those bastards. Can you hear me? It seems you've been through a lot. Almost anything can happen here. And I can't stop them. That's why I need you to answer me honestly. I don't have much time either. What was your objective? Why did you cause such a major incident? I didn't think it was a prank from the get-go, but I couldn't assemble a case for prosecution. It's because I couldn't figure out the method behind it.
Why do you want to know?
This isn't an issue of whether or not it can be used in court. I need to know. This is my case after all. It seems you're coherent. When and where did you find out about that world? How is it even possible to steal another's heart? Now, tell me your account of everything. Start from the very beginning.
The very beginning of a very long story.
You are held captive, a prisoner of fate to a future that has been sealed in advance. This is truly an unjust game.
overcome this game and save the world. The key to victory lies within the memories of your bonds, the truth that you and your friends grasped. It all began that day, when the game was started half a year ago. For the sake of your world's future, as well as your own, you must remember.
I dreamt I was a butterfly. Or was I a man? Dreaming. No, I dreamt I was a butterfly. Was I a butterfly? Dreaming I was a man. I think that's it. So, first part done. That's our intro. Now, let's get into the game proper. Level 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly. This is the last stop for this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines. The doors to your left will open.
Please help!
Damn brat! I'll sue!
What? Are you for real? A mental shutdown? It's the truth! To a person, though? That's gotta be a joke. You really love all that occult stuff, don't you?
I get the feeling that's what's going on.
So we're 40 minutes in and we've gone metaphysical. If we're confused about where we need to go next, there's a hint up in the top right. Head to our new lodgings and exit the subway station. The top one is usually the main goal of what you're doing, and the one below is the sub goal. So we're just trying to get out the subway station right now. So we're heading to Sojo Sakura's house. Or Sojiro? Yeah, Sojiro Sakura. We do have free camera control and we can go and talk to people now. And we can run around. Well, yeah, of course. The place we go into is a little bit further down the road, but let's have a talk to people. Police officers usually give a good amount of directions. And for being unfriendly, at least he was saying the correct thing. And this is a clinic, I believe. Yeah, the Takimi Medical Clinic. There's a whole lot of things in this area. We've got a movie theatre, we've got a supermarket, we've got a second-hand store here. I believe we've got a laundrette, we've got hot springs, we've got a cafe, we've got a whole lot of things, but really what we're looking for is where we need to go first. All of those places will become important later. And according to what those girls said, there's been a few accidents lately. Hopefully things don't happen here. But this is the house we're going to. Guess no one's home.
Looks like no one's home. Oh yeah, Sakura-san's usually at his cafe around this time. Well, LeBlanc's in the back alley, so I should make my other deliveries first. Next, I need to take this package to...
And... okay, you're not saying where your next package is going to. And you're also sort of not saying where LeBlanc's is. But he did say cafe. Well, policeman, you going to help out this time? Past the tobacco store. Well, there's that. But down this alleyway and immediately to your left is LeBlanc. It's even said up the top, coffee and curry, LeBlanc. So why are we coming here anyway? Why are these called new lodgings? Well, let's find out.
A public transit bus was driven down an opposing lane with its customers still in it. The citizens can't live in peace if this keeps up.
Oh, how frightening.
What could be going on? Didn't something similar happen just the other day?
And down is the name of a shellfish used in pearl farming.
Oh, right. They did say that was today.
We'll be going now. The payment's on the table.
Thanks for coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
A what now?
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen around here.
None of my concern.
Well, see you next time.
Oh, 4 hours for just a single cup of joe. So, you're the guy.
That is me.
Uh-huh. I'm Sojiro Sakura. You'll be in my custody over the next year. I was wondering what kind of unruly kid would show up. But you're the one, huh? Have you been told? A customer of mine and your parents know each other, and, well, not that that matters. Follow me. This is your room. I'll at least give you sheets for your bed. You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, the clutter is there, but for a room for just one person, it's actually quite spacious.
It's on you to clean up the rest. I'll be be leaving after I lock up each day. You'll be alone at night, but don't do anything stupid. I'll throw you out if you cause any trouble. Now then, I got the gist of your situation. You protected some woman from a man forcing himself on her. He got injured, then sued you, right? That's what you get for sticking your nose in a matter between two adults. You did injure him, yeah? And now that you've got a criminal record, you were expelled from your high school. The courts ordered you to transfer and move out here, which your parents also approved. In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain in the ass. It's best you not talk about anything unnecessary. I am in the restaurant business, you know. Behave yourself for the year. If nothing happens, your probation will be lifted.
A whole year of good behaviour and this will be lifted? Well, technically the character here is, I believe, 16 or 17. Second year, so second year for Japan, so that would be 17. So he is technically underage of being adult responsible for that sort of thing. So yeah, I believe that's actually the way it is. I'm not completely certain, but yeah, 1 whole year. Notice the date up in the top left. They don't go hand in hand completely, but it's close.
Cause any problems and you'll be sent straight to juvie. We'll be going to Shujin tomorrow.
Shujin? For what?
Shujin Academy, the school you'll be attending. We'll introduce ourselves properly to the staff there. There's rarely a place that'll accept someone like you, you know? What a waste of my Sunday. Your luggage arrived a little while ago. I brought it up here for you.
And just to say, there's a lot in that box. Nothing we can get right now. Yeah, there's a whole lot of extra stuff here. Lots of books, lots of old magazines, lots of old newspapers. Probably just been dumped up here because of the because Shajiro didn't have time to just get rid of them correctly. But let's unpack, shall we? Clothes, daily necessities, to say the least. And well, yeah, let's start cleaning. Took a while, but it's already looking a little bit smoother in there.
What the heck? I heard you making all sorts of noise up here, but I didn't think you were cleaning. Actually, the place doesn't look too bad. Though it's only natural you'd want to keep your room tidy. Why don't you go to bed for tonight? You don't have anything better to be doing, right? I'm going to close up shop and get out of here myself. I won't be the one looking after you if you get sick from staying up too late. Got that?
How to advance time. Go to bed is a special action that advances time. There's a whole lot of things that advance time, and also a whole lot of things that don't. So we're going to have to time our activities carefully. Do things at the correct time. Do things that won't pass time if necessary as well. That date up there is no joke. Time is limited. You only got a few things you can do per day, and part of that is taken up by school on weekdays. Different things are active at different times. So yeah, scheduling is a big part of this game. I'm hopefully going to have my schedules sort of set up in advance and know what I'm doing well before I actually record a part, so I'm not just going, oh, I need to do I'm actually doing this down now when I should have been doing something else. I'm going to try and plan it out. We'll see how long that goes on for. So nothing more we can do except go to sleep. Because it's evening, we can't finish up the rest of the cleaning. We'll get to that eventually though.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Couldn't let that go. Well, time for a little bit of a flashback.
How dare you cross me?
Stop it! Let me go! No!
Don't give me that shit.
Help! Please stop!
Yeah, we can't ignore this.
What a waste of time. You think you're worth causing me trouble? Huh?
I'll call the police!
Call them if you want. The police are my bitches. They're not gonna take you seriously.
No! Stop!
Someone called the cops, huh? Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country. What are you looking at? Get out of my face. This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. See? This is all because you're so damn slow. Get in the car.
Why was the phone ringing for an app that was deleted? Creepy.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
So you've come too, inmate. The you in reality is currently fast asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream. You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight!
Welcome. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well. I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well.
Important matters?
Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you.
Are you kidding me? What is all this?
Haha, worry not. There is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world?
Well, ruin doesn't sound good.
Allow me to observe the path of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
Time's up. Now hurry up and go back to sleep.
Well, that's the Velvet Room. We'll be back there.
Looks like you're up. Well then, let's go introduce ourselves properly to the staff about your transfer. The school you're attending is in the Aoyama district. It'll take a while to get there by train. The transfers are a real hassle too. I'll drive you there, but just for today. Let's go. Men aren't usually allowed in my passenger seat. Do me a favor and behave yourself, all right? Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you. Just don't cause me any trouble.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems. In my opinion, you're nothing but a liability. But we had our circumstances to consider. Whatever you might have gotten away with in your hometown, those days are over. If you are thrown out from our school, there will be no place for you to go. Keep that in mind. This is the teacher in charge of your class.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami. Here's your student ID. Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all. That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
But really though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going? I got a store to get back to.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Everyone's giving you the cold shoulder. That's what having a criminal record does to you. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. By the way, if you get expelled now, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Got it? School never changes, huh? Come on, we're going home.
What a troublesome situation.
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true. Why'd it have to be my class?
Traffic's not moving at all. You're taking the train starting tomorrow. So, how was it? The school, I mean. Think you can manage?
Yeah, it'll be tough.
You brought it on yourself, though. Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. If that's what it was like at school, people might say stuff about me in the future, too. What a troublesome kid I've taken in.
Why did you do it? You've been moaning about it, but you still did it.
I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it. I've already been paid for it, too, after all.
And now, back to today's top stories. A subway train has derailed, severely affecting the timetable across all of...
Oh, another accident? So that's why it's so crowded. There's been a lot of those lately. In fact, there was a real sad one just last month. It happened before you came here. If I remember right, the girl that passed away was only 15. Her parents have got to be just...
All traffic around Shibuya Station is being redirected due to the accident, so drivers should expect jam-packed streets.
Oh, come on.
The inbound train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the yellow line. We're experiencing technical difficulties in the lower line.
I don't have a visual yet.
That was direct footage from the accident. According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public. Just what could be causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN has
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct? Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die.
A noisy subway platform filled with people suddenly.
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi, perhaps? You are making a student work late, after all.
Conveyor belt only.
Damn, to think there'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. I wasn't able to open the cafe today. Whatever. Just head upstairs. There's something I need to give to you. Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved. Here's the diary. Make sure you keep it up to date. You may be under probation, but there's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However, I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities. Hey, what's up? I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry. I'll be there in no time. I'll see you soon. Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up. So do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but don't mess up my store. If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops. You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, all right?
So, the diary. It does exactly what you think it does. Save. So, let's do that.
I should write something.
So, that is everything for the first part of Persona 5 Royal. Next time, we're going to go to bed, and our first day of school tomorrow. Should be pretty interesting. Until then, have a good day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.